we're seriously starving right now. We have drank breakfast.
We started out the day at 9 o'clock this morning with a shot of aquavit, the local Norwegian spirit, and then it just went on, I guess you could say uphill from there.
Oslo, the capital of Norway, sits on the country's southern coast. It's known for its green spaces and many museums. Our day starts out at the Den Glade Gris, which translates to the Happy Pig. The Den Glade Gris is a local gastropub that offers traditional Norwegian dishes with a twist. It's the perfect place to enjoy great food and good drinks. The owner, Shella Hegbom, let us in and started us off with some shots.
Just so you know, it is 9 o'clock in the morning right now. Thumbs up. Go for it. It has a flavor to it. It has a lot of flavor. What is that exactly?
Norwegian akevit.
It's moonshine, basically,
Okay.
but legalized. Legalized moonshine.
Moonshine. Yeah, we had a shot of aquavit to
Every
start off the
other
morning.
day is just a shot of alcohol. Is how we start our days.
Shot of akevit.
And then we dove right into the cooking. The chef Tony Donovan, originally from London, showed us how to prepare gravlax, and then one of the dishes that he uses it in.
Lax means salmon in Norwegian. It's basically a way of just preserving the salmon to make it last for a longer amount of time. So it's just salt and sugar to draw out the moisture from the fish. And then we use dill as a flavour. Dill is used with pretty much every seafood here. And then we use traditional akevit. Just again, it just enhances that dill flavour a little bit.
Gravlax is
And well
cured salmon,
preserved.
cured salmon, and they do that to hold the salmon throughout the long winter nights. But this guy put an awesome twist on it, an Asian twist, and it was delicious.
That's wasabi.
That's wasabi.
Okay.
Like I say, I don't make my gravlax, I don't plate it very traditionally at all.
That's gonna be spicy.
When you mix it with the sour cream, it tones down the spiciness a bit. Just a standard French vinaigrette. A little bit of Oloroso, a little bit of Romano, just for a little texture to it.
And what sauce is that?
This is soy sauce with a little bit of sugar, tiny bit of lime, thickened up with a little bit of corn flour, and then a little bit of sesame seeds.
A lot of Asian influence in this.
Yeah, like I say, that's my take on it. The fish itself is extremely traditional. It's just what I like to put with it. Traditionally, they would just serve it with sour cream and some flatbread. For them, it's not necessarily a starter, it's a dish.
I don't know about you guys, but this thing's calling me. Wow. You start off, you get that saltiness fishes from that soy sauce. Then you get that clean freshness from the cucumber, the creaminess from the sauce, and then you get the salmon like at the end. Yeah, that's incredible. We also had a pig knuckle there.
Can't forget the pig knuckle.
This pig knuckle gets roasted for 6 hours and cooks nice and slowly. It's perfectly crispy on the outside and so moist on the inside that it falls apart. It's one of the most popular dishes on their menu.
I like the crispiness of the skin. Has a lot of flavor.
So yeah, it was a roasted pig knuckle.
That was.
It just stuck a
Yeah, it was.
knife right in the middle of it
How
and
long
let
does
us
he
go
let
at
that
it.
sit? Like 6 hours?
Yeah, he roasted for 6 hours.
And when they run out for the day, they're gone. They only make enough to last them for the day, and once it's out, it's out. People reserve and call to ask if they have any more of this stuff because it's so good.
To make sure that they have one reserved for them.
It was so juicy. It was so delicious.
You want this?
Yeah,
You
I'll
want
eat
this?
some before we eat it all. What kind of beer would you traditionally serve this with?
With that, I would serve you this. It's a pale ale from Voss Brewery. At the moment in Norway, there's a really big microbrew culture. It really has exploded in the last couple of years. It's a really nice beer and it goes really well with the fatty food. The little hint of the smoke in it, which is very understated.
It's quite bitter, and it really balances out the smokiness for it. It's really nice.
Yeah, I like this. This is different.
That brewery last year won the best microbrew in Norway.
Really?
And are they? Where are they?
They're in Voss, which is just outside Bergen. But there's loads of microbrews here.
He got us in contact with 2 breweries.
She even called for us
breweries.
and told them we're on our way. So after that, we went to the Crowbar.
The Crowbar is an amazing brewery that offers a wide range of beers, from the best Norwegian beers to its imports. And they let us behind the bar to learn a bit more about the Norwegian beer scene.
Here we are at the Crowbar. It's a local brewery here in Oslo. I'm here with Simon. He is a barkeep. Bartender.
Yeah, bartender.
What's the difference between a barkeep and a bartender?
I've never heard barkeep before.
Really?
It's an American thing.
I just
American
10 beers, I think.
Okay. And I understand that the first 5, 1 through 5, are the ones that are locally brewed here.
Yeah, so we've got a Canadian brewer that he's been here for about 2 years. And we do 6 beers always on tap. But the number 6 at the moment, we did a big collaboration with every single brewer in Oslo, and so we made that beer. So the big favourite is the number 1. It's an American pale ale. It uses American hops, so it's a little bit less bitter than your usual pale ale. Easier drinking beer. We recommend it to everyone. It's like the go-to beer here. So it's
Okay,
like
so I mean, if I were to try any one of these, which one would you recommend?
of our own,
Yeah.
mate,
Number 1.
I'd probably recommend the number 2 at the moment.
Number 2.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a dry hopped IPA, super nice, bit of citrus
IPA.
as well. Yeah, so it's an Indian pale ale.
So it has like a very bitter taste.
Yeah, super bitter.
I think we tried one of those earlier. It was
Oh,
pretty
not a
good.
fan.
Oh, I liked it.
Oh,
I
you-
loved it.
Jeez,
I had about
yeah.
3 of those.
In Oslo, everyone loves IPAs. It's like the cool
Yeah,
thing to do.
cool thing to do.
Yeah. Do you want to have a go to pouring it, mate?
Definitely, let's do it.
Grab a glass,
Right.
and you just squish it down there.
Yeah.
And then just go number 2,
Number 2.
flick it on. Yeah, and then you can drop it a bit. There you go. Oh, mate, look at that. We've got a bar to keep in the maker
There we
right
go.
Oh, actually, he's a
I actually am a
bartender.
bartender in
The States.
the States.
here.
Yeah. Well, from one bartender to the other.
Yeah.
I don't pour a lot of beer, like more cocktails.
Cocktails.
Yeah, it's all about the shake with me.
The big test, here we
Yeah,
go.
here we go. Let's see how it tastes.
And which one is this one?
This one's the number 2.
Number 2, okay.
Packs a bit of a punch, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it
still
does.
super light. Super
It starts
light.
out really kind of citrusy, but it ends. It has that chocolate aftertaste to it as well.
Because a lot of the IPAs, like the number 14 is a super dark
Okay.
IPA. So this one's much lighter. This is for everyone else, you know what I mean? So they can say that they're an IPA drinker, but in reality they're not really. So
Yeah.
you can be cool but not too cool.
Exactly. Do you want to try it?
I'll try
Yeah, here we go, come on.
And that's because we were not really beer drinkers before this, but
Yeah.
we've been to like so many breweries.
Oh no,
throughout.
don't make that face, come on.
It is bitter.
on,
It
we're
has
on
that
camera.
bitter
A
taste
little
to
bitter.
it.
I'm not good with bitter.
Yeah, it's gonna stay in your throat a little bit, but another sip.
I think. Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a specialty beer. Like if you're a fan of bitterness, you're gonna love those sort of beers. If you're not a fan of bitterness, it's gonna stay heavy on your stomach and on your throat. But a lot of people are turning into IPAs, so cheers.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, we're set, guys.
Well, after that, we
We
went
went
to
to a
eat
bar.
because we were almost drunk.
We're seriously starving right now. We have drink breakfast.
We started out the day at 9 o'clock this morning.
With a shot?
With a shot of aquavit, the local Norwegian spirit. And then it just went on, I guess you can say uphill from there. This place is it's a local brewery as well as a little restaurant on the top floor. We were told to order the Crowbars. It's pretty much like a kebab, but it has a Norwegian flair. So yeah, we're gonna try this out.
It's a lot like a taco.
Pork, yeah, it's pretty much like a big
Taco.
And the pork is awesome. I love pork, so I mean, it tastes like a kebab.
I don't know. Kebabs are made with shawarma. Shawarma.
Yeah,
Usually
this
Junior
is
kebabs
pork.
come with like shawarma, which is a lot of lamb, and this one was more all pork, just like pork. They basically took the pork knuckle that we tried, and they just chopped it up, and so it was like a pork taco. Best
good
way
shit.
to describe that.
Good
Best
shit.
way to explain what that was. Pork taco.
Our next stop was a visit to Nydellen Brewery and Spicery. Nydellen's is a gastropub with delicious food and their own microbrewery in the middle of the restaurant. The assistant brewer Matt Thomas from New Jersey showed us around. Matt's in charge of brewing the beers and maintaining the brewing tanks. He first got into brewing as a home brewer when he moved to Norway, simply because the price of beer here is crazy.
Beer is so expensive. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Yeah, everything, but especially the beer because of the alcohol tax.
Yeah.
Once your beer is above 4.7% alcohol by volume, they tax it 25%.
Really?
Wow.
So most of what you're paying is just taxes.
It's just normal alcohol.
Yeah, but for them normal is between 2.5% and 4.7%.
That's Coors Light,
Wow.
man.
Yeah, I know.
What kind of local beers you got offer? What's y'all's popular beers here?
Popular in Oslo right now is IPA and pale ale, especially IPA. It's like the big thing. And wheat beer. For some reason, German wheat beers are huge here.
So how many different types of beers do y'all brew here?
I think altogether we've done about 15 different batches. Like right now we got pale ale, a saison, IPA, another pale ale, another pale ale, another IPA, and then this beer we just brewed on Friday the 13th, part of Oslo Beer Week. It's called What Could Possibly Go Wrong.
There you go.
And we asked all the brewers from around Oslo to come down here, have a big brew day with everybody, big collaboration.
Yeah.
Just bring an ingredient. That's all we asked from people. And then like first person came in, licorice. That could be used in beer. Cardamom. Okay, those two together. Could still coffee. I don't know where this is going. Ginger. Somebody brought in mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. And we had mushrooms in the mash. And you guys want to try it?
Yeah,
But
why
it's still,
not?
it's
Down to
still
taste it.
fermenting. It's still fermenting. It's only a few days old. So it's a little sweet still. But you guys want to try it?
I do want to try it, yeah. This is what could possibly go wrong. That's what y'all call
What
it.
could possibly go wrong?
Hey,
Who knows?
I think that's our
We're
saying
about
for
to
this
find
whole
out.
trip.
Why not?
Good motto for this whole trip, yeah. So we were drinking this. It hasn't been fully fermented yet because the yeast hasn't had a chance to eat up all the sugar yet. So that's why we're tasting a lot of the sweeter
Very
flavors
sweet.
of it.
I actually like the
I'm actually.
But yeah, we could probably drink this.
I'm
all day.
picking up some sort of citrus note. Was that the weirdest beer you ever created?
I make a ton of weird beers at home. I have a beer series based on Game of Thrones. And it's like I'm making a beer for each house, and like for that I made some very, very weird
Awesome.
beers. Like there's one with seaweed and black sea salt, and it's gonna be sour, so sour and salty and weird.
So that's where you get, I guess if you're asked, where you get inspiration to craft new beers, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yep.
Perfect.
That's it.
Next, Matt walked us through the brewing process.
This is our malt room. We use all of our malt from Germany. It's Wireman. We grind it in the mill right here. It gets sent up this red pipe called an auger, and it gets sent up down like a chute. It's blended with hot liquor, 79-degree water. But in brewing we call it liquor. I don't know why. It sits in here for an hour, called the mashing process, and it's just like a thick porridge of malts and hot liquor. It's just converting all the starches from the grains into sugars. And then it gets sent back into the copper. Basically a giant home brewery. There's nothing fancy about this system. You have to like eyeball everything. There's nothing telling you when something's finished. It is really old school. And I think it's a little bit more difficult to make like the same beer over and over again.
Matt had us try a few more beers to fully taste the Nydalen brewery experience. I think we ended up trying all their recently brewed beers. I mean, we had to, right? And we learned so much here that we couldn't fit it all into this one video. So check out the extended versions of this visit, and don't forget to subscribe.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Culinary Crossings YouTube page for more videos.